Hello, check, check, check. Checking. Checking. One, two, three. I was literally talking to myself, huh? Let me see. Let's see how it sounds. Mm-mm. Check, check, check. Checking. One, two, three. Checking. One, two, three. Yeah, I think we got the audio working now. I do have a backup mic here, so let me see. Two people on. I think the audio sounds is on now. I can hear or I can see the green popping, and I got the mic right here, one of my backup mics, and I'm literally set up directly to. What's up, Daniel? Bro, this live streaming, bro, it's actually a different animal. I'm so used to editing videos and having and being able to look at the video back and just make sure it's legit before I post it. But we are on right now with Mr. Daniel, and I'm gonna have to change the thumbnail later on, but I can always change that later on. But yeah, man, I just wanted to talk about the Bay Villain, man, specifically down here in South Texas. I've always wanted to have my own lure company when I started off fishing back in like junior high. I used to fish a lot of South Texas fishing spots, a lot of South Texas irrigation canals. And I would always see the bigger lure companies that were out there. And I was like, bro, I really want to make my own lure design. So I literally hand drew my lure, got in touch with the right people, and I was able to produce this bad boy right here, man. I literally hand drew the bag design also, the Bay Villain. And I've had a lot of success throwing this down here in Port Mansfield, Arroyo City, and South Padre Island. And I've also had a lot of luck throwing it in irrigation canals in South Texas as well for freshwater bass. So that's what I'm gonna talk about today, man. I'm gonna try to explain how to use this lure, how to rig this lure, and the separate colors that I picked to use down here in South Texas. There we go. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for sticking with me. Appreciate it, guys. Hey, Mr. Daniel, if you're still on, bro, did you end up buying that Canon? I actually have it right here. I've had this camera for like 5 years, and I literally upgraded the lens to a Sigma. And this is one of the backup cameras that I have. I use this for a lot of my YouTube shorts just because it's easier to turn and to get the vertical content. And I have the Sony FX30, which is a little bit more expensive, but I upgraded the lens as well just to give me a little bit of a wider angle. So let's talk about this the Bay Villain right here. And I have like 5 bullet points that I want to talk about and I want to share with you guys. And if you guys have any comments or any questions, or you guys have something that you like to use when you're fishing down here in Arroyo City, Port Mansfield, or South Padre Island, by all means, man. I've been messing with it, trying to get familiar with it. Yeah, bro. There's actually, you know what? I'll send you a YouTube channel that I followed, and he's the one that literally helped me set up all the settings. And on the backside right here, if you shoot in a low ISO, which you just lower down the ISO marker, I don't know if you want to screenshot that. 1/60 is the frames per second that you can use. 1.4, which is the aperture, which gives you that little blurry background, and 23 frames per second. Kingsville, Texas. That's what I'm talking about. Bro, I'm actually trying to get into one of the shops up there in Kingsville. This is one of the latest colors that it came out with right here. Naughty Cheetah. Dude, with some overcast conditions, these lures really, really stand out. I really enjoy throwing fluorescent colors. I really enjoy throwing stuff like this. And what's cool is that I'm literally holding it in my hands like this, in my fingers, and you can see that tail. Look at all that flutter. Look at all that action. My hands aren't shaking, I promise, but look at the way it literally pops, and it really, really dances. And I think this color really stands out in the water down here. So let's get to a couple of the topics that I want to talk to you all about. The number one tip, man, is this lure was literally designed to be fished down here in the valley, and also to fish any type of flats area, any type of bay system along the coast, because the size, man, it's a 3.5-inch lure, so it's a little bit smaller than your average lure. The design, whenever you pop that lure through the water, it literally darts around like this, and it has a natural free fall once you stop. And that lure has all that crazy vibration, man. If you fish for trout, if you fish for redfish, you know that vibration is one type of aspect that these fish like to hone in on their bait fish. They like to hone in on the lures. So that ribs on the back end right there, it really, really makes that lure drop like this. And while it's dropping, it flutters, man. It's a crazy, 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 crazy little vibration in the water that really attracts those fish. It really gets them to hone in on the vibration. They are scented. They have a little bit of some secret sauce in them, so it creates a little bit of a trail for those redfish and trout to follow that lure and then to hit it. Once it follows it, once it catches up to it, it leaves a scent trail for them to follow it. And it once they bite, man, they're gonna hang on because they like the way it tastes. If you guys have used this lure, you know exactly what I'm talking about. When you open the bag, it doesn't have a crazy, crazy smell where you're gonna get annoyed of it. It doesn't have a crazy smell where it gets on your fingers and you're gonna be like, damn, I smell like artificial lures the entire day. This really, really does a trick with the secret ingredient that's in there. So number one, the size. Number two, the the way it smells, the fish attractant that is in there. And number three, it's extremely, extremely durable. I've caught over 10 fish with one lure before. If you guys are fishing down here in South Texas, so you guys know that those speckled trout have those crazy, crazy, crazy teeth. Robbie Villalobos, what's up, big dog? Dude, I have ADHD, so I look at the comments and I try to respond to everyone. What's up, brother? I know he ordered some stuff on my website, and I actually hooked him up with a bunch of gear, man. So that's the thing also, man. If you go over to my website, stoicoutdoors.com, and you order the Bay Villain, I always try to hook you guys up because I'm from the Valley, man. And if someone hooks up me, I want to hook up them as well. So I try to really give them a free bag of stickers, or a free shirt, or a free cap or something, man. Just try to hook it up. So yeah, the first topic, or the first bullet point that I talked about, is that it's specifically tailored for down here for South Texas redfish, South Texas speckled trout, and South Texas flounder, man. If you guys have fished for flounder before, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. You want to use something that's small, right? Because that flounder is literally going to be on the ground. It's going to be flat. Let me show you guys this color right here. Also, this is my favorite color for flounder. It's going to be flat on the bottom, and it's going to look like a little pancake, right? So the mouth of that flounder is extremely small, man. It's not going to be able to swallow. It's not going to be able to engulf a 4-inch lure, a 5-inch lure. You want something that's going to stand out just like this. Wait until you see this color right here, man. This is like one of my favorites. I mean, I'm biased, right? These are my colors, my lures. The pink flash. That is what I'm talking about, man. Whenever you pop it in that water, this is one of the colors that I like to throw with natural water, clear water, even with a little bit of overcast. When you can literally pop it and you can see that pink flashing in the water, and then you just see it vanish. You guys know what I'm talking about, man. When you cast that lure out there and you're pop, 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 and then all of a sudden it just disappears. When I used to fish with Robbie back in the day for these irrigation canals, we used to throw chatter baits, spinner baits. We used to throw baits along the edges of the canals, along the trees, and then you would literally see something green come out of nowhere and flash, hit that lure and take it. Well, that's the same thing that I wanted to call, why I wanted to call this one Pink Flash, because when you're popping it, it's flashing. All of a sudden, you're going to see it flash, and it's going to disappear, man. So the added innovation, that's going to be the second topic bullet point that I wanted to talk to you guys about. If you look at the lure, man, I keep doing this, but that's because my camera's pretty legit, so it kind of blurs it out. If you look at the top of the lure, the back side, it says what does it say on the back of that bad boy, man? It says villain, and it's flat. The top part of that lure is completely flat. It's got a little bit of a nose push on it right here, so it drops off, so that weight's pushed to the front of that lure. So when it falls, it's gonna fall down, and that top is extremely flat. So it's gonna be able to dart through that water column. It's gonna be able to dart through the water a lot more naturally. And on the bottom, I try to always change the color of that lure on the bottom side. That way, it kind of imitates whatever's in that area. If you're throwing a shrimp, it's going to imitate that shrimp on the bottom. When it's flashing through the water, it's going to have a little bit of a lighter color on the bottom, and on the glitters on it as well. And also, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a lot of drop the lure, man down. On the lure right here, there's a bunch of ribs on it too. So whenever it pops through that water, it's going to have a little bit of a glitter. It's going to have a little bit of a pop to it. It's going to stand out. That's generally what I'm saying, because there's a lot of people that have lures down here, a lot of companies that have lures down here, and they are legit as well. I'm not talking bad about them. I just wanted to set my lure apart, try to really change it, and try to put myself out there and try to live the dream, man, because I think everyone, when we started off, I mean, I remember when I was a kid, bro, I literally thought, bro, I want to start my own lure company. I want to have my own business. Well, I'm doing it, man. I have the Bay Villain. I also have something coming out here pretty soon. I'm pretty excited about it. It's literally something that's been on my mind for about a year. And again, I hand drew that lure. I hand drew the design, and I'm trying to get it produced. I'm trying to get it out there, and it's going to be hopefully coming by this Christmas time. That way, those that fish for big South Texas speckled trout in the wintertime, you guys are going to have something a little bit different to throw at those bad boys down here in South Texas to hopefully catch yourself a big, dirty 30. South Texas recently came across your channel. Been enjoying all the content. Appreciate it, brother. South Texas Roots. Assuming are you from the 956? Are you from the 956? Whenever I watch live streams, there's always people that comment, or there's always people that try to like ask a question. Rivera, Texas, bro. I was living in Kingsville for like a year, and I went to that park right there, the one that's free, Kaufman Park. I literally went there like towards the end of the time that I was working there, and I had no idea that it was there. I think it was like 9 months, 10 months when I went out there and I started to fish. And I was like, bro, had I known that this pier was here, I would have been coming like day one, because I'd get out of work around 5. I'd be able to get there about 6 o'clock, hang out, try to fish for some drum. And then once those lights came on and on that pier, and it was literally like super clean, I would throw the Bay Villain, and I would also throw a shrimp for those speckled trout down there, Rivera, Texas. Nice. We got 8 people watching. That's what I'm talking about, man. So the first time I went live, I literally had 1 person watching. Second time I had 4. Now we have 8, man. So we are doubling. Okay. What's going on, Luke? Dude, what's up, bro? I saw you've been hitting the gym, right, big dog? I have Mr. Louis on Facebook, and I saw that he's been posting at the gym, because he pops up on my story, because I always like his stuff. That's the thing about me, man. I try to support everyone I can, because if you support me, I support you. And even if you don't support me, bro, if I like your stuff, even if I don't do that type of fishing as much, because I know Mark Veliata, he does a lot of gar fishing. And I had never really been targeting those gar, but recently I started getting into them. So if he likes it, I like it because I see that he enjoys it. I see that Louis 956 enjoys that type of fishing. So I can see that energy coming from him. So it's literally what I like to watch, man. I like to watch people that are enjoying the outdoors and they just want to have a good time while they're out there. And I know Louis always gives tips, man. That's a big thing that I really enjoy for those YouTubers out here that give tips and tricks to help the younger generation that's out there, man. Because when I started off fishing, a lot of people didn't really want to give their secrets out. They didn't want to tell me how to fish, where to fish, what to use. But me, I'm always going to help you guys out every chance I can. Westican. Yeah, bro. I actually have a buddy that knows that owner, and I recently reached out to my buddy, so maybe he can hook me up with Westican Outdoors. I heard that shop is pretty cool, right? They got ammo, and I think it's a feed store if I'm not mistaken. Louis 956 planning to hit the water again soon with them Bay Villains, bro. Can't get enough of them, bro. Louis caught a snook with those bad boys. Every time I see someone catch a snook, I always think of one of my buddies that was like, snook. It's an awesome shot. Awesome, brother. Awesome, brother. All right, so let's get back to, I'm going to try to get to one more. I got like three more, actually. Yeah, three more bullets that I want to talk to y'all about. So what I like about the Vela, number one, is that it's specifically designed for down here for South Texas. And number two, the performance, the design of the lure, it's extremely durable, and it has a bait sense, and I have 6 colors to choose from. Dragon Ball contact. Yeah, bro. That's what I'm talking about. I had to pull out this one. I'm telling you, bro, I have ADHD bad, but Destin Reaper. Check that out, bro. I showed it on my live stream on the last video, and there was someone that was commenting, bro, I got to see that card again. A little 96 auto, a little 98. I'm sorry, 1986 Jordan Fleer sticker. It's a sticker, guys. It's not an actual Fleer, but still, it's old school, man. I enjoy collecting these old school lures. I'm sorry, lures. These old school cards, and this is the latest one that I got right here. Oh, little 2022 Tyson Mayweather Khabib, little triple auto action. Yeah, there you go, man. That's what I'm talking about. See what's his Mr. Louis? We got you a subscriber, man. South Texas Roots from Rivera, Texas. Yeah, bro. That guy has Mr. Louis has a nice kayak. I think he got a new one already, right? But he had a 12-foot kayak, and he would always slay those fish. And what I like about him is he's very entertaining. You could tell that he likes the outdoors. So when you watch his stuff, man, you really get that energy coming across the screen. Okay, so we got a couple of the topics that I talked about, but I wanted to talk about how to pop, lock, and drop these lures. Let me show you one more color. Pearl sand right here. Dude, this color is sick. Look at that bad boy. Oh, a little closer for you guys. So the way I tell people to use these lures is try to remember that these redfish and trout, they don't want that same lure to be popping the same way every day. Try to change it up and find out what the fish want. What I tell people to start off is when he casts that lure, or actually before he casts the lure, cast that lure right in front of you. Let that lure drop to the bottom. That way you know, okay, it takes 5 seconds, it takes 3 seconds, it takes 1 second if you're super shallow to hit the bottom. So when he casts that lure out there and it hits the ground, you know to wait 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then that lure is going to hit the bottom. Pop it. 1, 2, 3, pop, pop. 1, 2, 3, pop, pop. 1, 2, pop. So you want to change up the cadence. Once you find out where the fish are at, once you find out that the fish, hey, bro, the fish are on the bottom. Hey, it's cold. You want to let that lure go all the way down to the bottom. Hey, it's a little bit hot. They're a little bit finicky today. Let me try to work it on top of the water. That's when you know that's what the fish wants. So that's how you're gonna work that lure. I designed it to work whichever way you want, and it's gonna work once you find out that cadence that the fish wants. You can pop it, let it sit, pop it, let it sit, or I've even seen people do it because I give them the tips where they throw it out there and they're literally just giving it a steady retrieve right underneath the surface when it's shallow water, and it's literally darting around, darting around, darting around, and then the redfish and trout are going to hammer the lure, man. So change up the cadence, find out how they want it, and then stick with it for that specific day, that specific time, that specific water temperature, that specific fishing spot. 14 people in the chat. That's what I'm talking about. Appreciate the support. Thanks, folks. Oh, for sure, bro. That's what I'm talking about, man. I always support people. Sure, brother. So I know if you're still in here, Louis, if you want to just comment real quick, bro, how you work the Bay Villain, just so I can have a different person's perspective on it. If not, it's all good. I just appreciate you stopping by. But if you just want to say, yo, bro, this is how I use it. So the Bay Villain is versatile and it has different retrieve and rigging options, as in for the pop, lock, and drop. Also, secret for those that are here, the 11 people that are here, man. A lot of people don't know this. You can actually rig the Bay Villain upside down. And what I mean by that, I've seen people rig it like this, and then finally, some people started rigging it upside down. Why is that, bro? If you're fishing a grassy flatbed, or you're fishing an oyster bed, or you're fishing something where you want that lure to literally pop off the top of that grass, when you have the lure like this, you have the belly, right? Which works in regular water conditions. Shallow water, what's gonna happen? That bottom, that little belly, it's gonna keep skipping off the grass, and it's going to be pulling grass with it, and it's going to get a bunch of grass on the lure, and it's not going to look the same way. It's not going to look natural the same way as it would if you literally flip it upside down, rig it with the hook coming out of here on the top side, right? So the hook's going to be right here on top. That flat on the back, man, what does that look like? When that grass is underneath it, what's going to happen? It's going to skip right off the grass. It's not going to have any type of grass that's going to come on the lure. It's not going to have any type of grass that it's going to change the way that lure pops, pop, lock, and drop, the way I say. It's not going to look the same way as it would if you have it like this. That's why I designed it like that, man. I have two different ways to work it. Like this, and just because I wanted to show you guys something, on the Bay Villain, if you take off the ribs on the backside, look at the crazy action. If you take off the ribs, you drop it down to a 3.25. What does that look like, man? It's shimmering around like a little bait fish, like a little injured shad. Look, take off the ribs on the back, literally rip it off, and you will have yourself a more of a small, compact. If the fish are being finicky, use it like this. Shallow water, rig it upside down, and you're going to have it look just like that. I appreciate you guys being in the chat, 12 people. Now you guys have a little extra little tip for you guys. I always let it fall to the bottom and pop it like a fluke for freshwater almost every time on that fall. Bro, 98, there was like a study, man. I think it was what was his name, man? Redfish Ross on YouTube. He's an older gentleman, but I love the way he fishes. I love how he always gives this crazy like knowledge just like out of nowhere, and you're like, bro, that's like super top secret info, and he just drops it like it's nothing. Well, he said that there was a study where 98% of the strikes that he gets after the years and years of fishing that he did are always on that pause or always on that drop. But if you think about it, right? If a predator fish is following the lure, if a predator fish is following that bait fish, what is it going to do? It's not going to just randomly hit it. It's going to wait for a pause. It's going to wait for that injured bait fish to take a breath, and then it's going to ambush that fish, man. So pop, pause, let it go all the way down. Wait, and you're going to feel that hammer. You're going to feel that redfish hammer your lure or that speckled trout or that flounder, and then you set the hook, man. So that's a good tip, brother. I appreciate you, Louis. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for the comment. Thanks, bro. Okay. So that was a third tip: versatile retrieve, versatile rigging options, and we'll talk about the durability, and then we'll talk about one more thing that I wanted to bring up with you guys. But yeah, man, I've had the same lure. I've caught 10 fish with it, never had any issues. If you start losing the tail, if the tail starts coming off, what are you gonna do? You're gonna take the ribs off, and it's gonna be extremely, extremely durable. So durability stands for the lure being able to use it over and over again, so you can get your bang for the buck. And if you order on my website, I always try to hook you guys up as well. So for those that are for those that are still watching, the 12 people, after this next little tip that I'm going to talk about, I'm going to have a giveaway for you guys, and you guys are going to be able to win a free pack of lures. So what I wanted to talk about is I'm going to put these lures right here to the side just to let you guys know what colors I like to throw and what type of conditions. So number one, whenever you're fishing dark water, when I'm talking about this in South Texas, there's some crazy weather down here in South Texas, Arroyo City, Port Mansfield, South Padre Island. There's some crazy weather that rolls by. Sometimes the water is like super clear, and then other times it just randomly gets like crazy, and the water is stoic outdoors. StoicOutdoors.com, brother. I would get out and get the link and type it on there, but I don't want to mess up my live stream because I'm still learning how to do this. But yeah, StoicOutdoors.com right here, STOIC outdoors.com. Okay, so sometimes the water is like super murky, super crazy because a storm rolled through, or it's like really windy. But this color right here is the one that I like to use when I'm fishing in murky water right here. The purple goblin. This is my favorite color, man. Look at the way that looks. I'm going to get it out of the bag right now for you, but just remember, dark water, stained water, you want to use a darker color because that dark profile is going to stand out as opposed to using something that's natural. So if you throw this right here, the purple goblin, look at the way that looks. Let me put my hand behind it. That way it kind of focuses on the... There she blows, Captain. Blue flakes, silver flakes, a little bit of black flakes. You can see, there you go. Now you can see the ribs on it. You see the way those ribs on that lure are on the side profile of the lure? That's what helps it dart through the water, man. That's what helps it, gives it that mobility in the water. It helps it glide through the water a lot more natural. And now on the bottom, look at that eye too, man. Look at that little villain style right there. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Dude, that's what I'm talking about, right, Louis? You could get some crazy weather. But this is the color I like to throw, man, for dark water. Dark water, dark color. Clear water. Let's show you guys what I like to use. And then I'm going to tell you guys one color that is super universal for me. A color that I like to throw all the time, no matter what, down here in South Texas. When I'm fishing clear water, this is the number one color that I like to use. Let me just check something real quick. So this is a color that I like to use right here for fishing in clear water. It's extremely natural. It looks like an imitation shrimp. Whenever there's a shrimp popping in the area, I immediately switch to this because in the water, it literally looks exactly like a shrimp, man. When it gives it that pop with that little white on the back, just to give it that little extra razzle-dazzle, just to give it that extra razzle-dazzle on the water for those redfish and trout to see it. This is Watermelon Thump right here. And this is the one color that I like to throw for clear water. And if you don't like that color, you're like, bro, I want to throw something a little bit more clear, which is understandable because that's what I like to throw. Something that imitates a mullet. Red Dragon, that's what I'm talking about. I actually have it right here. Let me show you, Mr. Daniel. But let me show this clear water real quick. Pearl Sand right here. This is another one of my go-to lures when it's clear water. You can rig it like this, take off the ribs, upside down the way I showed you. But it's the same way, man. It has those crazy little ribs on this side. One of my buddies commented or hit me up. He's like, hey, man, There's no audio on it, but I got it fixed. Let me send him the new link. I appreciate you stopping by, Louis. Here you go, brother. New link. Okay. 12 people in the chat. That's what I'm talking about. We are at 30 minutes. Red Dragon. Dude, when I came up with this color, oh man, where's it at? Oh, here it is. When I came up with this color, I had so many names going through my head, but I think the Red Dragon was the right color. Central technology, baby. Sometimes I just literally stare at the lure design, man, because it took me a long time to figure this out. And once it came out, pretty excited about it. So the Red Dragon right here, man. This one, look at the ribs on that bad boy. Look at the side profile. Crazy, crazy, crazy design. The eye looks like a villain coming at you. And on the back side, it literally says villain. Right? Oh, the other way. There she is. Now you can see it. Now you can see it. Villain. Ribs on the back end side. Yeah, this one's actually one of my go-tos when I rig it upside down when I'm fishing. Because sometimes in the bay, man, you fish areas that are like, bro, what the heck? It's like shallow water, but it's like murky. Try throwing that, man, in a shallow water area, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about. Let me just come back here. Red Dragon. Red Dragon is a must. Hey, man, I really, really appreciate you guys stopping by, man. Because like I said, last time I had 1 or 2 people watching, and then I had 4 people on my live stream last time. Now I have 13. That's what's up. Okay, so we got the Red Dragon, and I'm gonna show you guys a color. If you guys want just to use one color, like no matter what, this is the color that I love to throw. I've always had luck throwing chartreuse color, man. The yellow Hornet. I've always had luck throwing this color no matter what type of conditions I'm fishing, no matter if it's windy, no matter if it's calm, no matter if it's dirty water, clear water, even for South Texas bass. This is a number one color that I always have in my bag with me. I always try to keep it in my arsenal. Easy to reach, easy to use, because let me pull it out of the bag so I can show you guys. The yellow Hornet, it literally has a chartreuse color. It's a little bit of a neon. I've always had luck throwing neon colors just because it sets itself apart from other lures that are out there. Let's see if I can get it to focus a little bit better. There you go. Yellow, it's got blue, red, a little bit of silver flakes in it. But I've always had luck throwing this color no matter what type of conditions I am fishing, no matter what type of area I am fishing. Port Mansfield, South Padre Island, Arroyo City, and up in Rivera, Texas. That's the color that I like to throw. South Texas roots, if you're still watching, bro, what types of lures or colors what type of colors do you throw? 11 people watching in the chat. So yeah, man, thank you guys for stopping by. I'm gonna give a giveaway here in a couple minutes. But if you guys have any questions, drop them in the chat. I also have the Bay Villain XL, which is going to be for another video. That video is going to be for jetty fishing. I had my cousin of mine, Mr. Justin Time, fishing. If you guys need a haircut or you guys need a beard trim, head over to Justin Time in San Benito. He's my cousin, and I always try to support him, and I try to support people that are in the Rio Grande Valley. So it's a win-win for me, man. So let me give away a free lure, a pack of lures for you guys. It's going to be, I'll be able to mail it to you. South Texas roots. I wouldn't take fishing advice from me. I never catch anything in Baffin Bay. Bro, Baffin Bay is actually pretty tough. I went wade fishing there like twice. I went twice, bro. I went wade fishing twice, and I got skunked. But then I went to that pier, but that pier is fire. Hey, what's crazy is that for some reason that fishing pier, I fished there like I think it was like 5 or 6 times, and I had seen people using dead shrimp on bottom. I had seen people use mullet. I had seen people use crabs, and I don't know what it was about that pier specifically, but I had never seen anyone catch a single catfish. Down here in the valley, Rio Hondo, Arroyo City, Port Mansfield, Padre Island, if you fish a pier, for some reason you always catch a catfish. And up in that area, I never saw anyone catch catfish. It was like crazy. So I don't know what it was. Maybe that specific area, but I had seen a lot of people catch trout, seen a lot of people catch redfish. So we got 17 people in the chat, man. I talked about the Bay Villain. Let me go over the topics real quick just to make sure I got them all. Specifically, tailor, design, performance, different innovation, which is the way I designed it. The rigging option that I had. You can rig it upside down. You can rig it the right way. It's versatile. You can pop, or just reel it in with a straight retrieve. The plastic is extremely durable. You can catch at least 4 to 5 fish, 6 fish. I've caught up to 10 fish on the same lure. And if you lose the ribs on the back end, because that's usually the spot where it comes off, because those speckled trout or those perch, they short strike it, or they strike it on the back end, or they got their sharp teeth, or you catch a big old bull red, which I've caught in a big bull red on my lure, and then you lose the ribs. And you can reuse it once you lose the ribs. Okay, so let's go ahead and give away a free pack of lures, whichever color you want. We got the purple goblin right here. We got pearl sand. You got the red dragon right here. You got the yellow hornet right here. You got pink flash. You got the naughty cheetah, which it's a fan favorite, man, because the way the color is, looks like a Cheeto puff. Looks like a Cheeto. And you got watermelon thump on the top end side. So let's go ahead and give a pack of lures to someone, man. So the first person that comments what is a catchphrase for Stoic Outdoors, what I like to tell people, or what I have posted on I'll tell you, the beginning part, it says be resilient, and what I say after that, I usually say it on all my videos, be resilient, ... That doesn't work. It's all good. I'll come up with another way to give away a free pack of lures. There you go, Mr. Louis 956. He got it. Yes, sir. Congratulations, Mr. Louis. And just because I feel like giving away some free stuff, comment below what county you are watching from for a free cat. Comment below with what county you're watching for. It's super easy. Hidalgo. There we go. Okay, we got Destin Reaper. Dude. Clayberg and Cameron. Eric Flores. Sorry, brother. Destin Reaper 1. Destin Reaper 1. The second one. I'll be doing more giveaways, guys. The next live stream that I do, I'll give away some more stuff. 5 Gil said Clayberg. Eric Flores said Cameron. South Texas Roots said Clayberg. South Texas Roots, or any of you guys, man, if you guys use coupon code STOIC on my website, I'll know that you're watching in the live stream, and I'll give you guys a free goodie. And whatever you guys order, the coupon code will also give you 10 to 15% off whatever your order is. So if you guys order a cap, a shirt, you'll get it 15% off. I don't have much shirts on my website, actually, but if you order a pack of lures, you'll get 15% off, and I'll give you a little giveaway just because I know you guys are watching on this live stream. The next live stream will be hopefully next week. I'm going to try to go live once a week. and I'm going to create a coupon code. Will be the coupon code for next week. Since you guys are in this live stream, the next live stream is going to be, the coupon code will be Stoic Live, and you will be able to save some money on my website, man. So we are at 40 minutes on the live stream. I finally got the audio working in the beginning. I'm sorry about the way it was like. I was talking to myself in the beginning. This is the external mic. This one's hooked up to the Bluetooth. So now I'll be able to have two mics. Just in case this one goes bad, I can use this one, vice versa. I'll have two mics. So Louis956, Louis, shoot me a message. And Destined Reaper. If you don't have me on Facebook or anything, Destined Reaper, hit me up on my Gmail, stoicoutdoors@gmail.com. stoicoutdoors@gmail.com. And I will get back with you. Just send me a little screenshot of your YouTube handle, Destined Reaper, and I will hook you up with the free pack of lures. Just let me know which one you want. You got Naughty Cheetah. You got Pink Flash. You got the Yellow Hornet. Red Dragon is a fan favorite as well. You got Pearl Sand, which is like an unsung hero. You got the Purple Goblin. And you also have Watermelon Crush. And everyone else that's watching, use coupon code STOIC. STOIC is the coupon code. Stoic.com. Appreciate you guys watching all the way through. We got 18 people watching, 5 likes, which is like triple from the last time. Thank you guys for watching this video all the way through, man. I'll be doing more giveaways here pretty soon. GPC Outdoors, what's up, brother? Sup, big dog? I'm about to end the live stream, man, but I appreciate you stopping by. How's the seasoning business? Man, I actually had my own seasoning here a couple of months ago, but with work, I slowed down a lot. Can I win you, papas? Mr. Lopez in the house, bro. I'm actually off tomorrow, Lopez. What? That's a big deal for me, bro. I was gonna leave the chat or work chat earlier, but I was like, nah, that's gonna be a little too funny. I know, Mr. Alexis. Let's go, papas. I know Alexis likes that also. Let me show you this one too, brother. One more, Mr. Alexis. A little old school Jordan, baby. Alexis and I work together, man, so he's good people. We are at 43 minutes, Alexis. That's crazy, right, dude? 43 minutes on the live stream. Whenever I started off working this YouTube live, my audio wasn't working, but luckily I have a backup one now. But thank you guys for watching this video all the way through, man. Lopez, if you're still watching, this is my tag phrase, man. Be resilient on the water and off. Peace.